Ernest Lehman's novel may have been good. I don't know how well Rod Serling's script would have read, though in execution via Frankenheimer, particularly with a cast that includes the surprisingly extremely good here Mickey Rooney. I just say surprisingly because it's not the role we expect from him. The great Edmund O'Brien, the very good and impressionable acting tone I think from Velvet Fog, Mel Torme, and Kim Hunter, who I best know from Planet of the Apes, Dr. Zero, though she's possibly more well known for The Streetcar Named Desire. Maybe not these days. Anyway, what we have with The Comedian is another very strong entry of the Playhouse 90 program. I think Rod Serling's a strong writer, maybe not much of a genius as some people make him out to be, just because he did either contract or pillage other writers, genre short story writers for the Twilight Zone. You can read all about that on certain literature blogs. They're up to date and very informed about this, as you'd expect. But with The Comedian, we have an instance of what I really like about this is it's easy to imagine now because we think of the 1950s as a time where everyone was sheltered but behind closed doors there's a lot of abuse and anger going on. And even in the happy, seemingly world of show business, there was a lot of harassment and bullying occurring. And you hear about, backstage, it was a happy-go-lucky show, but behind the scenes, oh man, the dad of that family sitcom was yelling and screaming and throwing glass bottles at everyone. I mean, you haven't heard, you may not have heard that specifically, but you wouldn't be surprised to hear that, just given the amount of that's an amalgamation of stories you hear about over the years. And The Comedian is this, except realized in the 1950s itself, probably written or inspired at least by some individual who was genuinely angry or an upsetting, abusive figure. And this particular drama displays that possibility to the world in a highly engaging and actually somewhat heartbreaking. It's not the most predictable storyline in the world, although it is thoroughly impressive as a piece of dramatic filmic execution, I would say. Listening to that back, I said it's not the most predictable storyline in the world. I mean, it's not the most unpredictable storyline in the world, but nevertheless, engaging and impressive, a piece of, yes, as I said, dramatic filmic execution. Fine stuff, I think.